So today on Private Shop, we are on site over here at the Delray Beach Tennis Club. And they just did all the lights. They got more over here. Okay, so they're going to keep a couple of them because they have some other things here that they want to have some sparesies for. But what I'm looking at is over there eventually. They'll probably change those out, but this is what they did today. Wow, look at all the tennis balls. Holy crap. Never been to a tennis match before. We got our guard dogs on duty. Hey, Blue. Hey, Gunner. Hey, buddy. I got them some custom-made chokers. Courtesy of Royal King Hardware Department. Right? Huh? You guys chilling over at the fancy tennis club with all the fancy folk? All right, we gotta hustle and get this stuff loaded and get out of here. We gotta head south to Miami. All right, we got a nice little load here. Now, unfortunately, these particular ones here, they're a little different than this style, or like this style right here. These ones came from over there, and at the top you can see there's boxes. It's where the ballast are. So because they're on a contract and they want to, it's a bidded job, they didn't have time to pull the ballast out. So they just pulled this, swapped it with an LED. These ones, they swapped out. Now what I'm going to do, because it's basically a sport lighter, 2 leads. Those corn cobs, these corn cobs are 100 to 277 volt. So I'm probably going to keep about 6 of those, and I'm going to keep all these corn cobs, and we're going to use these to light up the yard. So when I'm working outside, I'll keep my brand new LEDs still brand new in the box, and we'll utilize these as long as we can. Oh, hey, here comes my guy. All right, we're back at it. It's actually the next day, and we went down there to Miami, and copper shot up. So I took that, just that little bit in there. I thought I was going to give it 500 bucks maybe. So we had 54 pounds of the number 2 copper. It shot up from 450, or it might have been like 455 or 460. But basically it's shot up almost like 35-40 cents a pound since the last time I was there. We got 492 for number 2 copper. The number 1 copper, 47 pounds, $5.12. So bright and shiny would be like probably 520 something. Too bad we didn't have much of that. I didn't even bring any. And then the yellow brass was 280 pound for a total of $587. Now I know it's not a lot, and I had to pick up this and those batteries and some more 1000-watt transformers, so kind of had to go down there anyway. Did burn a lot of diesel, and I was exhausted by the time I got back. So what we're going to do now is, oh, and my buddy, my customer, asked me if I wanted to take these. So I will be using these for my clean fill, to fill up a bunch of them totes to make a backstop for my shooting range. Anyway, we got a bunch of batteries and a bunch of nice double copper 1000-watt transformers and a couple 1500s. I did stop and get some cutoff discs because these transformers, unfortunately, they're going to have to be cut. So I stopped yesterday at the Tractor Supply because if you go in there, sometimes they have this Job Smart, these cutoffs, okay? You get like a whole pack of these for like 11 bucks, which is super cheap, man. And they do okay. They didn't have them, so I wind up buying what they had. Let's see what they had. Oh, I found some more stash. I actually have a bunch of these. You can probably just get away with using these, but we'll set them to the side. And let me turn on the light. Okay, now that we can see, they didn't have much of a selection over there, man. I don't know what's going on, but I did buy these DeWalt Elite Series up to 2.5 life. Don't know what's so elite about them, but we're gonna try. I did buy these 6-inch. They only had one Elite Series, but I got 2 of these. And the reason why I bought these bigger ones is the guy that gave me that pump, I gotta call that guy. He called me and my mind is mush. I forget to call people back. He gave me a 7-inch, maybe it was 7-inch. I did buy some 7-inch ones for the big one, which I like using that big one anyway. But I got the Elite Series. This one doesn't say 2 times as life that I can see, but it was a couple bucks, or just, I think it was a little more expensive, or it might have been the same price, I don't know. But this is pretty much what they had. This should get us through the day. Those particular transformers, years ago when I was doing a lot of transformers, I was actually going to make a machine to hydraulically break those welds. But what I found is I never really came across enough of them to make it worth actually building a machine for it, you know. So yeah, I just never did. And when I come across them, I would throw them to the side and then do exactly what we're going to do here. We're just going to grind. A lot of times you can get away with, if you can get it up on a piece of metal, you can hit it with a hammer. You can get it done with just a hammer. But if you relief one side, you can get in there with like a hammer. You know, we might even try the chipping hammer or the air chisel and see if we can't just knock them off with that without even using the cutoffs. So let's get on the skid steer, get them things out of the way so we can back up closer right here and start pulling them big transformers out. Okay, I got this thing back over here. Now, I got something that I got to do, so we're not going to have time right now to finish this, but I wanted to do one thing, a couple minutes that I do have, and that is check these out. So I just looked this light up, and I should have been a little more, I shouldn't have just thrown that one in the dirt, because these lights are, so I found the same, this is for damp locations, but this is a West Gate. It's made in China, unfortunately. Corncob light, CLHL, 300 watt, 50K, 100 to 277 volt, 3 amp, 300 watt, and I found the exact light right here for $356. So these lights are 356 bucks. So basically, those two lights right there, almost 700 bucks. Just what we have here on the table is like $1,000 in LED. That's crazy. And we got a bunch of them in there. So we're going to save all them. Now, my goal is, these ones here, they're not worth much but the aluminum, you know? So I'm probably going to keep like maybe 6 of them. I like the fact that they have an adjustable thing. I can either mount that right to a pole or like a wood post, or I'm thinking about mounting it somehow up there right onto the tree and just use the tree as a pole, and shine one that way, shine one this way, or maybe, I don't know, we'll have to see. Well, I got to see these things, how they work at night, but let's see if we can actually just get them working. And what we're going to do is get one of these set up to where we can go ahead and test all these corn cobs, because we're going to have a lot of them. And these will be, you know, if I got to light up the field at night, these will be a little better than the stand that I'm using right now. Like, I don't have anything permanently mounted yet. And if I could use these, utilize these ones I'm getting for free, well, not for free, but in scrap, then we will most definitely try that. Okay. We're going to do my favorite thing, sketchy stuff with electric. Okay. Oh man, that's bright. I think it's glowing. Wow. Now, I mean, that looks nice there, but is that going to translate to lighten up the yard? I mean, this was, let's try this one I threw out in the dirt. Oh, snap, that one almost seems brighter. Okay. So, I'm going to probably keep a bunch of these, because I actually have a bunch of these corn cobs I saved. Not this big, but at least I'll have like a good inventory. It's got some glass in it. I don't know. It's going to block the... These have little fans in them. Which... Oh. Okay. Now, obviously, these are used, so there's no way you could... This one has a little adapter. Oh, dude, that is bright. Okay, so being these are 110, I mean, if I had to buy them, you're talking just right there, $1,000 or more. What was that, 1,200 bucks maybe? So yeah, we got to figure out how we want to mount these. I'm probably going to mount one back here somewhere so I can light this whole area up. Matter of fact, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to mount it up there on the tower. That'll be perfect because that'll just blast this whole area. Yeah, we're working on cleaning this up. There's a bunch more of them corn cobs. I probably should have saved them, but yeah, this is the next step here, cleaning all this stuff up, getting this stuff out of here. I'm gonna bring in some more fill to level this, and then once I get this cleaned up and dialed in and move all this stuff and sorted, I'll stop running the truck through the front and just bring it through the back. I don't mind. I've already got a nice path here that tore the grass up. I want to try to get my grass back on the front here, and there will be really no need to be coming up the front. We can do everything out the back side and get all this sorted. So let me know what you guys think. Should I keep more than 6 of these? I figure we could put one over there in the pasture, one over by the sheep, 2 out here in the yard, maybe one up in that tree over there. I don't know, we'll have to see. But yeah, anyway, I gotta roll out. Let me know what you guys think. Would you keep these things? Heck, man, I have enough of them. I might be able to sell them. Anyone want some corn cobs? I mean, for 100, they're 100 to 277, so you can either run 220 or 110. Well, I mean, we're going to run 110 because that's just the easiest. But this is why I love scrapping, man. Basically, all this stuff is free, in my opinion. You know, I mean, I did pay for the weight of that, but 15 cents a pound, you're talking. Oh, actually, let me get that on the scale and see what I paid for that. 3 pounds. So I paid 45 cents. Literally pennies. Pennies on the dollar. Fraction of a penny on the dollar, I guess. I don't know. So looks like we're going to have a lot of them because they changed out a lot to LEDs, and I got more coming. I was supposed to go pick them up today, but it's not happening. That's interesting. I guess they, I don't even know why they, maybe just to get it out of that thing. It looks like that might be a, yeah, that's another one of those. Probably just a spacer, so I'll go around when I take these apart. That thing right there is probably 1500 watt, 600 volt. Wow. That probably wasn't cheap either. So we'll pull all of them out, save them with the corn cobs, and yeah, we'll light this place up at night, man. You know, I like working at night. Let me actually, I should have unplugged that before I reached my hand in there and undid that. Okay, so a lot of these, unfortunately, it's just going to be a piece of sheet and cast, minus the lens, which I believe is got a magnetic stainless ring on it. Yeah, oh no, that's steel. Okay, maybe we'll give that a coat of something to protect it and stop it from rusting. But for, you know, and the reason I pay 15 cents a pound for this stuff is, one, I'm picking it up on site, and two, it's basically iron aluminum. You have the lens, the glass, which is waste steel. It's got to be separated. You know, I mean, what will your guys' yard buy this stuff? Like even the whole light with the transformers, like the whole package there with the big steel bar, would they pay 15 cents a pound for that, or maybe more? I don't know. All I know is there's a lot of labor involved in this stuff, so I'm not paying more than that. And I always tell these guys, hey, if you guys take all this stuff apart and dismantle it, I'll pay you more for the individual parts. It's either your labor or my labor. You know, and them guys are so busy, they just want to move on to the next job, so it's usually my labor. Anyway, we got some nice double copper 1500s, 1000s. Got some more batteries. I got more batteries sitting on a pallet over there. We're going to gather up a bunch of stuff and get a nice little load. We're going down to Del Rey tomorrow. They asked me to come down there and look at some motors. that we're going to potentially buy from them, and hopefully they'll be running that machine. They got it up and running. They're finding out that the machine is not big enough, really. I mean, it does basically the small fan motors, you know, the fan motors that are about that size. Stuff much bigger than that, they're telling me it can't handle it. So I'm gonna go down there, see if I can't cut them a deal and get some of the stuff from them, and see if they got any big boys down there. You know how we like them big boys. So if you come as far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because I'm going to be tearing into this stuff later and see what we get out of it, man. It's gonna be a nice little chunk of copper. It's got, each one of those has got that weird W thing. That's why I got my blades. We'll be doing some cutting. We will explore the air hammer or the cutting disc. We got enough to do the job. But on that note, we'll see you on the next one. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen your copper dancing before?